The win that I'm talking about and the win that you're thinking about might be two totally different things. However, both are equally as important. Welcome to another Monday Minutes with Michael. So we are back from our trip, and it was an incredible trip. Italy is one place that I had always wanted to go because that's where my family is from, or my great-grandfather and my great-grandmother. And I was able to visit the towns in which they were born or where they came from. And the trip was about 2 weeks, and I'm extremely blessed that I was able to go on this trip. It's something I'd been wanting to do for an extremely long time. And again, I was just blessed enough to be able to go. However, after being gone for 2 weeks, after getting back home, I'm thinking, okay, there's a lot of stuff to do. There's a lot of stuff to get done. And when I was thinking about what I needed to get done, I was thinking about what's important now. That is the win. What's important now? I knew the first thing that was important was I needed to get myself back on schedule. Over in Italy, they're about 6 hours ahead, so coming back to Georgia, I really needed to get myself back on a schedule and really figure out, okay, what is important now? Certainly washing clothes was important now because I needed clothes to wear. So that was first on my what's important now list. I'm not saying the word win like in sports is not important, because it absolutely is. It builds character, it builds confidence, but this is a different kind of win. So what's important now to you in your job? I know as a teacher, sometimes we're overwhelmed with all kinds of stuff, and there's always something to do. But we have to remind ourselves what's important now. What are the top 3 things that I can get done now that's going to make me feel accomplished and move on to the next goals or whatever that I need to do. So, and that could go in business. It could go for business. It could go for your exercise routines. What's important now? Maybe it's a meal that you need to eat for that particular day or that particular week. What's important now? I think sometimes we get so bogged down because when we do come back from vacation or going into a work week, there might be a lot of projects that we need to get done. But in order for you to stay focused and not overwhelmed with all the tasks that you might need to do, you really just have to ask yourself, what's important now? And I think that when you break that down to the top 2 things or even 3 things as to what's important now, then that load that you may have, whether it be in business or be, a family man or a family woman, or maybe even in school, maybe that's something you just break it down to the top 2 or 3 things. And when you accomplish that first thing, and that second thing, and that third thing, you accomplish those 3, then you can move on to the next 3. And I'm telling you, to me, if you're able to prioritize something like that, then you don't seem to feel so overwhelmed about all the things that you got to get done. So whatever you do this week, just absolutely take a win. Whether the win that you're playing on a baseball team or whatever team you're playing on, or what's important now, because it's all important. But what is important now? So as I end every single video, continue to live your life with grace, gratitude, and greatness. Continue to protect your peace and just prioritize those top 3 things. What's important now, because when you do that, you will not be so overwhelmed with everything else that you gotta do. Have a great week, everybody, and I will see you next week on Monday Minutes with Michael.